This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, a Bangor man appeared in court today after allegedly leaving his infant child in a locked vehicle. On July 8th, officers responded to a report of a crying and sweating infant in a locked car on Griffin Road. Officers waited for around 20 minutes for a tow truck to arrive before attempting to unlock the car, according to the Penobscot County District Attorney.
The officer approached the car from the passenger side and saw the victim in the car seat crying and with what appeared to be sweat dripping from his forehead. The child was not fastened in the car seat properly.
They say 24-year-old Isaiah Olson of Bangor, the father of the child, was visiting a friend in a nearby apartment. After a towing truck arrived, Olson exited the residence to ask what was happening and told police he was frequently checking on the child. Olson pleaded not guilty to endangering the welfare of a child on Monday. The misdemeanor charge carries a sentence of up to a year in prison and a $2,000 fine. Judge John Lucy ordered no unsupervised contact with his child while that case is pending. Bail was set at $250, and Olson's next appearance is scheduled for October 4th of this year. A Guilford woman was arrested Sunday for allegedly stabbing her boyfriend in the throat. 49-year-old Mary Mahoney was charged with aggravated assault on Sunday night. Piscataquis County Assistant District Attorney Chris Alme says the boyfriend was life-flighted to Northern Light Hospital.
The way she addressed the police, it was apparent that she does have mental health issues that may have been part of the reason for this particular stabbing to have occurred.
Alme says Mahoney was transported to the Piscataquis County Jail. Well, thousands of Mainers could benefit from vision research taking place at Jackson Laboratory thanks to grant donations totaling more than $7 million. Jackson Laboratory has been conducting retina research for more than 2 decades. Now, thanks to generous donors, Professor Gareth Howell says the lab's ongoing research can now accelerate. Complex diseases like glaucoma and diabetic retinopathy are being studied to determine why some groups are impacted more than others.
What we're trying to do with at least some of these funds is to identify why some individuals who age become more susceptible to diseases like glaucoma, like age-related macular degeneration, like diabetic retinopathy, but others don't.
Dr. Howell says eye diseases could be a combination of someone's genes and lifestyle choices. The governor's 4th annual Opioid Response Summit brought together physicians, organizers, and political leaders. R.J. Douglas spoke with leaders on a state and national level to learn how the Mills administration plans to support people on the road to recovery.
There's no such thing as recreational drug use anymore. If people continue to use, they're going to die.
Governor Mills' Opioid Response Summit brought together aiding organizations, healthcare professionals, and overdose survivors, all joining forces to beat the statewide drug crisis. Director of Opioid Response for the Mills administration, Gordon Smith, talked about the increased access to drugs around the state.
The problem now is more because it's so lethal, the drug supply. They've been able to manufacture synthetic opioid. They can just make this stuff, have precursor chemicals flown in from usually from China, get to Mexico, cut it into every drug, and people die.
Smith says there are no quick solutions to this opioid crisis, but the governor's office plans to strengthen tactics to reduce harm and add support systems.
We need to make sure that fewer people start down this pathway, and that's really talking with middle school students, high school students, because people use very early.
Smith also claims the Mills administration plans to ensure there are more recovery centers available and recovery-friendly housing and work sites. Leaders working to help individuals with recovery say the root remedy heavily depends on one's environment.
We need to house people because you can't expect people who are living in an encampment or living in a homeless shelter to focus on their recovery when they don't know whether they're going to have a roof over their head.
One of the important pieces is recovery is more about not just getting treatment, but also having supportive services like housing, child care, food security, economic, meaning having a job.
The governor plans to incorporate health liaisons in every Maine county to reach out to drug overdose survivors to connect them to immediate resources. In studio, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The University of Maine System Chancellor, who came under criticism for his handling of staffing and restructuring, will keep his job for another year. Trustees voted unanimously today to extend the contract for Chancellor Daniel Malloy, despite votes of no confidence from faculty at 3 of the 7 campuses. Hard feelings about the former 2-term Connecticut governor came to a head with a botched hiring of a president for the University of Maine at Augusta. The system is now on the hook for up to $700,000 over 3 years to the candidate who withdrew. And a very nice day out there, very warm. And as we look ahead in the coming hours and days, we'll take a pause and take a first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much. And our first weather is brought to you by Kings Mountain RC. Check out our new location on South Main Street in Brewer. So another nice day out there today. Lots of 80s earlier today, a couple of 70s closer to the coast. But here in Bangor, temperatures around 83 degrees out there with just a few passing clouds. Precipitation free for today, but tomorrow is going to be a whole different story out there with more chances of showers and thunderstorms. And that will last through the day tomorrow. But take a look at these winds out there, folks. It is a little bit on the breezy end as we do have a south wind at around 13 miles an hour here in Bangor. Same thing in Waterville. Bar Harbor coming in with a little bit more of a gusty wind, close to 20 miles an hour out there. But later on tonight, we'll continue to cool off into the 60s.
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, Stanley Subaru in Trenton makes a big donation to a few of Northern Lights' cancer care facilities. And a historic building that's been standing tall in Dover Foxcroft for more than a century will be transformed. We'll tell you more with those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Gas and heating oil prices are the highest ever. Why? Because Joe Biden and the liberals in Congress took a hard left turn and dragged Jared Golden with them. Biden and Golden turned off more American energy production, stopping pipelines and exploration, looking to buy from our enemies. They are going the wrong way. Mainers need relief, not empty promises. Tell Jared Golden to help open American energy production and lower the price of gas.
Spell your mother's maiden name.
M-A... Wait, what?
Will you be my friend and tell me your social security number?
Hey, Mom, what's my social security number?
23... Why are you asking?
Accessing banking data.
At Spectrum, we think if it's connected to your Wi-Fi, it should be protected. Spectrum's advanced Wi-Fi now includes Security Shield, which blocks threats from the outside so you can relax on the inside.
2 sugars, no milk, please.
Hey, Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you could have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
Keith Urban, the Speed of Now World Tour. The must-see show of 2022. Saturday, July 23rd in Maine Saving Amphitheater. With special guest Ingrid Andress. Tickets on sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. Keith Urban, the Speed of Now World Tour.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Testimony continues in front of a Texas House committee in the Robb Elementary School mass shooting investigation. This as the community demands justice and answers when it comes to the police response that day. While the Texas Department of Public Safety has agreed to release surveillance footage, the district attorney is now blocking that release. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
Amid growing calls to release surveillance video in one of the deadliest elementary school shootings in U.S. history, mixed opinions amongst Texas state officials on whether to do that.
I can tell people all day long what it is I saw. The committee can tell people all day long what we saw. But it's very different to see it for yourself, and we think that's very important. We'll continue to put pressure on the situation and consider all options in making sure that video gets out for the public to view.
The state's Department of Public Safety agreeing to release the video, but the district attorney has objected and has instructed them not to do so. Meanwhile, a House committee continues its investigation into the police response that day. The gunman inside Robb Elementary for 77 minutes, killing 19 children and 2 teachers. Monday, the Uvalde County Sheriff and Texas Department of Public Safety Director testifying behind closed doors. The community still reeling. Hundreds gathered in the sweltering heat over the weekend to honor those lost back in May.
What I want, no one can give me. I want my daughter back.
Many also pushing for new gun safety measures.
We are asking to change the gun laws. More background checks, mental checks. Please change our laws so no more babies could be taken from us.
The committee has asked its witnesses to testify again in open session, but it's unclear if that will happen. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Meanwhile, Stanley Subaru in Trenton made a big donation to a few of Northern Lights' cancer care facilities. As part of the Subaru Loves to Care initiative, the Mary Dow and Beth C. Wright Cancer Centers received 80 blankets for patients going through cancer treatment. According to the release, each blanket donated includes a message of hope written by a community member, employee, or guest of Stanley Subaru. Executive Director of Beth C. Wright Cancer Resource Center, Angela Facisato, said, quote, "The blankets are a blessing for cancer patients and will wrap them in warmth while having treatments as they always get cold. It is a blessing to have this donation from Stanley Subaru, a community collaborator with the Beth C. Wright Cancer Resource Center," end quote. This is the 7th year in a row the initiative has brought love and hope to cancer patients there. During the month of June, Subaru matched online gifts dollar for dollar up to $250 grand for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Well, a historic building that's been standing tall in Dover Foxcroft for more than 100 years will be transformed into new small businesses by next year. Our Sierra Jordan has more.
When folks come into downtown Dover Foxcroft, one of the first things they see is the historic Masonic Temple building. Built in 1869, the historic structure was known to host the Dover Foxcroft Masonic Association meetings.
I grew up here as a kid. I remember walking by it.
In March of 2020, Kevin Jankunas, along with his 2 brothers, Robert and Steve, bought the Masonic Temple to create retail and office space.
When this came on the market, we came and looked at it with the realtor, and we just saw the potential in the building.
But that isn't all. As Dover Foxcroft is located in one of the poorest counties in Maine, Jankunas says bringing affordable housing is crucial to the community.
Bring some some needed housing, I think, in the community, because that's what we do plan on doing on the 2nd and 3rd floor of the building is doing some apartments so we could have a mixed-use building.
The Masonic Association used to host their meetings on the 3rd floor, but now has temporarily moved across the street to the Dover True Value hardware store. Masonic Association President Tom Boone says they've decided to sell their building because it was too expensive to keep up with the heating costs.
It was very hard to heat. When we owned the building, we spent about $10,000 a year on heat.
Jankunas said the community support has been fulfilling, and they're thrilled for the new changes coming to town.
Hopefully, people, enjoy coming to the building and shopping at the building.
The Masonic Temple is not open to the public yet, but folks can expect for the retail shops to be open by next year. In Dover Foxcroft, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, we'll tell you how you can take a step back in time with the frescoes of the South Solon Meeting House in Somerset County. And in sports, after just one season as head coach of the Maine Mariners, former Black Bear Ben Guite has found a new home amid college hockey. We'll have that story right after the break.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
The best value for your money is always at the Furniture Gallery. And now, during our Summer Sizzler sale, take home this Ashley recliner for only $2.99. And take an additional 10% off all other recliners. The Furniture Gallery's Camp and Cottage Queen foam or inner spring mattresses start at only $2.99. Big time inflation buster sofa and love seat for an incredible low price of $9.99. Special financing is available only at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, North Windham, and now open in Newport.
Put a little more cash in your bag. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Back, everyone. Well, over the weekend, Cooper Flag and Team USA capped off their 2022 U17 FIBA World Cup in gold medal fashion, defeating Spain 79-67. And once again, Flag was out there turning heads on the international stage. Flag, like he's done all tournament long, impacting the game in all phases, hits the jumper here in the first. Then a little bit later, look at this steal here. He literally just rips it right out of his hands. That sets up the dunk from Ron Holland. Then in the second quarter, Flag showing his versatility here, drives with his left, finishes at the hoop. He recorded a near triple-double in Team USA's gold medal game, 10 points, and a team-leading 17 rebounds and 8 steals. Flag closed out the tournament averaging 9.3 points per game and 10 rebounds. And we hope to have more from Flag later on in the week to recap that experience in Spain. Congratulations to him and the rest of Team USA. For now, let's move to the ice. Former University of Maine standout and Maine Mariners head coach Ben Guite has been named the new men's ice hockey coach at Bowdoin College. This past spring, Guite led the Mariners to the team's first ever postseason appearance. Now he's back at the college level where he'll take over a Polar Bear team that finished in the lower half of the NESCAC this past season. He said leaving the Mariners was tough, but the chance to find even more stability at Bowdoin was too good to pass up.
Our kids are really engaged in the community, and then you look around the facilities, the campus, you look at the Sid Watson's arena and just the quality of the facilities. And just there's a lot of opportunities there to do well and elite is excel as much on the ice as the kids do in the classroom.
Now, Guite brings obviously years of coaching experience to Brunswick. He spent 9 seasons in Orono working as an assistant coach, of course, after a successful playing career that included a national championship with the Black Bears. Now he's looking forward to using that experience to help lead the Polar Bears back to the top.
To me, coaching was always about, competing and developing players and people, and this is an opportunity for me to do something like that at an elite university.
So congratulations to Guite and best of luck down in Brunswick. Now let's go to the golf course, because for the second straight year, the Courageous Steps Project held its annual Scramble Golf Tournament at Penobscot Valley Country Club. This year, 15 teams took to the course as the nonprofit continued its goal to support children and young adults of varying ability. In year 2, Courageous Steps raised nearly $10,000 to go towards its mission, a $4,000 increase from their tournament in 2021.
We provide scholarships, donations to unified basketball programs, school supplies for nearly 24 schools annually. So we do a lot in the community, and events like this are just a reminder of the great things that we can do if we come together and support great causes like this one.
It's a great opportunity to support what Connor's doing, and we love golf, so we said, why not?
Why not, indeed. Connor first envisioned Courageous Steps as just an annual walk-run event, but since its creation in 2014, the organization has added year-round fundraisers to help the cause.
It will continue to grow because I see the need. The needs continue to arise, and I love what I do. This is really fulfilling and meaningful, and it really is full circle in many ways.
And you could not have asked for a better day to have that for such a great cause. Already that's sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you so much. And our main weather today is brought to you by Varney Chevrolet. If you are looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle near Bangor or Augusta, then stop by Varney Chevrolet in Pittsfield, just blocks from Interstate 95. Come see what Varney Value is all about. So another nice day out there today, folks. Lots of sunshine with a lot more clouds later on in the day. At least we're precipitation free out there for all the day today. But take a look at this. This right here, all these showers in Canada, that will slowly make its way into our state. And that will bring our next chances of showers and thunderstorms. That will be for tomorrow. It will be more of an on and off event, not an all day downpour, but some of these storms may be a little bit on the stronger end, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. So our forecast right here isn't showing a lot of rain, might be a little bit underdoing with 1/4 of an inch, but the main topic here is a lot more rain in the northern part of the state the next couple of days with these on and off showers and thunderstorms. And with that, you know what that means, folks. The muggy meter is back. The dew points will be rising, and we'll feel more on the sticky end by Tuesday. Same thing into Wednesday, so it will feel a little bit more on the sticky and muggy end out there, folks. But winds out there right now. It is a little bit on the breezy end, as we do have a south wind of around 13 miles an hour here in Bangor. Same thing in Waterville. Bar Harbor coming in a little bit more of a gusty wind, close to 20 miles an hour. And those are sustained winds, so gusts are close to even 30 miles an hour. So hold your hats, folks, because it is windy out there with those really warm and mild temperatures back into the 80s. So another beautiful day out there. We had a high today of 83 degrees here in Bangor, a little bit cooler in Waterville, coming in at a 82-degree reading. Same thing in Augusta at an 83-degree reading, but closer to the coast. A little bit of an ocean breeze, cooling temperatures into the 70s, but still we'll take those any day out there. And temperatures all this week and next week looking really nice, close to 80, even 85 by Wednesday out there. So it is going to feel nice and toasty, as our average high this time of year is supposed to be close to 80 degrees. So we are going to be in a little bit more of an above average temperature trend all of this week. But tonight, another mild one out there. Temperatures in the low 60s with some partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, a whole different ball game, folks, as more scattered showers and thunderstorms arrive, and temperatures close to 80 degrees out there. It is going to be a little bit on the gusty end with a south wind, but the chances of showers and thunderstorms continue on Wednesday, same thing on Thursday, once again on Friday. So it is going to be more of an active pattern week this week. And look what happens by Saturday. We really clear up and we'll be under a partly cloudy sky with temperatures in the mid-80s by Saturday.
All right, not too bad. Thanks so much, Conrad. And still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
I'm 82 years old and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. Due to phenomenal demand, the Backstreet Boys are back. The record-breaking DNA World Tour continues. Brian, Kevin, Howie, Nick, and AJ. Backstreet Boys. Main Savings Amphitheater, July 21st. Get tickets now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. For more, check backstreetboys.com.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Founded right here in Lincoln, Maine in 1989, Gateway Title is the leading choice for statewide settlement services in Maine.
Residential, commercial, land, Gateway Title closes it all, no matter what kind of property is on your radar.
Our seasoned team of real estate professionals will walk you through the buying, selling, or refinancing process.
As local as it gets, with 9 convenient office locations statewide and willing to travel anywhere in Maine to accommodate.
Gateway, the right way.
We'll see you at the closing table.
Goose River Farm and Meat Store is conveniently located on Route 3 across from Hammond Lumber in Belfast. They have a wide selection of meat and poultry, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, duck, rabbit, and turkey. Buy your steak and meats for grilling this summer.
This week, President Biden's executive order on abortion rights. What happens next? Plus, what the former White House attorney said about that day and the days before and after. More Americans turn to World News tonight with David Muir, the most watched program on all of television.
Finally tonight, if you've ever wanted to be transported to another place in time, look no further than the South Solon Meeting House in Somerset County, which is covered in frescoes. Our Jody Hersey takes us there.
There's no other place on earth with a building this vintage covered in frescoes.
The South Solon Meeting House was created back in 1842 as a place for religious and community activities to take place. But in the 1950s, this historic church was transformed by a group of art students at the nearby Skowhegan School of Painting and Sculpture, who used the building's bare walls and ceiling as their canvas.
Fresco means it's painted on a fresh plaster preparation. So you apply on the wall a mixture that you paint on while it is still wet.
Art professor Veronique Plesch has been admiring the beauty of these non-denominational frescoes since she began working at Colby College in the 90s.
And the interesting thing about these frescoes is because they were done by contemporary artists, they were given complete free rein about the topic they would cover. It had to be religious.
Although weekly church services have not been held in this building for years, the founders always wanted to ensure the meeting house was open and available to everyone, a tradition that still exists today.
The board will rent the building to whatever group wants to put on an event here. In the past, we've had poetry readings, we have concerts, we usually have a couple concerts every year. I'll come in here sometimes and there'll just be some guy up on the podium that's just playing his guitar.
Visitors of the Solon Meeting House will tell you at some point these frescoes will leave you speechless.
If you want to see something totally unique in a totally unexpected place, this is it.
Award-winning photographer David Franson has a strong connection to the Meeting House frescoes because his family had a hand in making them a reality.
I see my uncle's artwork here, and then the rest are his artistic friends. 2 aunts and my mom were all married here, so there's been a lot of family connection.
Professor Plesh plans to bring our students here in the fall so they can see the frescoes in person and help build a website that will attract even more visitors.
The South Solon Meeting House, I can say very confidently, is really one of a kind.
In Solon, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
What a cool place to go and explore there. All right, well, that does it for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be right back here on Fox 22 News at 10.